Hello dear students, do you think that it is very difficult to draw histology diagrams? Is it the reason why you are not attempting histology answers? Because you are afraid that it will take more of your time? Let us try to simplify these diagrams for you. In a series of videos, we are going to practice making histology diagrams and also key features in that slide. I would recommend you to sit with a notebook and your HNE pencils. At any point of time, you can pause the video and practice making diagrams. This will definitely help you in making the specific or the correct diagram and score good marks. Let us begin.
Histology of respiratory system. A very important slide in respiratory system is the trachea. Trachea is made up of 4 layers, that is the mucosa, submucosa, cartilage and the adventitia. Now the first mucosal layer shows a lining epithelium. Here you can see the pseudostratified columnar epithelium. When you move the slide, you can trace the mucosa. In the submucosa, a key feature that you are going to see are the seromucous glands, and in the next layer there is cartilage, which is hyaline type of cartilage, and a muscle, that is the trachealis muscle. Outermost layer is the adventitia. So by these 4 layers you can identify the slide of trachea. Let us move this slide under the microscope and see how it looks. Now here you are seeing the mucosa, this is the cartilage and this is the adventitia. Now here you can see fine cilia also in the epithelium. Just move the whole slide. If you see a pseudostratified epithelium with the cartilage, then it is the slide of trachea. So here you are seeing pseudostratified with cilia, with goblet cells, small empty spaces in the middle. These are the goblet cells. Then is the submucosa, wherein you may see some glands. This is hyaline cartilage, and outermost is the adventitia. So if you move the slide, everywhere you will see the same appearance. Now let us see how to draw the diagram. So this is the epithelium that is pseudostratified columnar ciliated with goblet cells in between, as we had made for the trachea. Now surrounding this, beneath this there will be the connective tissue, and there are broken plates of hyaline cartilage. In the intrapulmonary bronchus, the cartilage is not a complete ring. It is not a C shape, but it is in the form of broken plates, and you can clearly see this in the slide of lung. Here we are showing small cartilaginous plates. In between there is some connective tissue. So this is our bronchus. Then we will show one bronchiole. So your slide should represent what is seen in the slide. So your diagram should be representative of that, as well as you should be able to describe all the things. So here we have shown a simple cuboidal to columnar lining of a bronchiole surrounded by the submucosa, and around it there is smooth muscle. Okay, 2 to 3 layers of smooth muscle is the peculiarity of bronchiole. Now when you are writing histology, you will describe this in detail, wherein you will mention the Clara cells, you will mention the brush cells, sensory cells. Now in between this, the space is going to be filled by alveoli. These are alveolar sacs. Remember, don't leave gap between the alveoli. So there is some amount of interstitial tissue, but these are the alveoli are closely approximated, and in between them the septum is called interalveolar septum. Now here you can see these are all the alveoli, and at few places you can draw this showing the respiratory bronchiole and the alveolar duct over here. Now in between there are some blood vessels. These are the blood vessels. And now we will show the epithelium. So when you are drawing respiratory bronchiole, the epithelium will be cuboidal. In the alveolar ducts also it will be cuboidal. Whereas in the rest of the areas, that is the alveoli, the epithelium will be flat. So these are the alveoli are lined by type 1 and type 2 pneumocytes. Type 1 are the flattened squamous cells, type 2 are the cuboidal cells which secrete the surfactant, which maintain these alveoli in the distended position. Now we will show these flattened nuclei for the squamous cells and rounded nuclei for the cuboidal cells. So like this, in 3 to 4 minutes you can complete the diagram of lung. When you are describing, take each point, that is first you describe the intrapulmonary bronchus, then intrapulmonary bronchiole, then the respiratory bronchiole, alveolar ducts, the alveolar sacs, and the lining epithelium. Then do not forget to mention about the blood-air barrier. So here we will make a wall of the alveolus, which is lined by the cuboidal cell is the type 2 pneumocyte, whereas the flat cells are the type 1. Adjacent to it is the capillary with the RBCs, and we will make their nuclei. Now the blood-air barrier means the barrier which the oxygen or the carbon dioxide has to cross for gaseous exchange. So it is made up of, first is the basal lamina of the alveolus. The second is the type 1 pneumocyte. Similarly, on the other side will be the basal lamina of the endothelium and the endothelial cells of the capillaries. So these four things will form the blood-air barrier.